Ibn Battuta, a name whispered with reverence by adventurers and historians alike, was a 14th century Moroccan scholar who embarked on a journey that would redefine the very concept of travel. His name stands alongside the great explorers of history, yet his motivations were uniquely his own. Born in Tangier, Morocco in 1304, he is best known for his epic journey across the medieval world, a journey that would take him to the farthest corners of the known world at the time. This incredible journey spanned almost 3 decades and covered over 75,000 miles, a feat that remains unparalleled even by today's standards. His travels, meticulously documented in a manuscript known as the Rihla, offer a rare glimpse into the diverse cultures, bustling cities and vibrant intellectual life of the Islamic world and beyond during the 14th century. The Rihla is not just a travelogue, it is a treasure trove of historical and cultural insights. Unlike many explorers driven by wealth or conquest, Ibn Battuta's journey was primarily motivated by a thirst for knowledge and a deep devotion to Islam. His quest was one of spiritual and intellectual enrichment. As a young man, he embarked on his first pilgrimage to Mecca, a journey that would ignite within him an insatiable wanderlust. This pilgrimage was not just a religious duty, but the beginning of a lifelong adventure. Little did he know that this initial pilgrimage would be merely the first chapter in an extraordinary saga of exploration and discovery. His travels would take him to places few had ever seen, and his stories would inspire generations to come. Ibn Battuta's journey commenced in 1325 at the age of 21, when he left his home in Tangier, a bustling port city on the North African coast. With a heart full of ambition and faith, he set his sights on Mecca, the holiest city in Islam. Traveling alone, he soon joined a caravan heading east, traversing the rugged and often perilous landscapes of North Africa. This first leg of his journey exposed him to the challenges and wonders of travel, from the scorching desert sands to the vibrant caravanserais that dotted the ancient trade routes, offering respite and camaraderie. He eventually reached Alexandria, Egypt, marveling at its ancient wonders, such as the Great Lighthouse, and immersing himself in its rich scholarly traditions. From Alexandria, he sailed up the Nile, visiting Cairo, the bustling heart of the Mamluk Sultanate, where he was captivated by its grand mosques and vibrant markets. He then continued his journey to Mecca, fulfilling his religious obligation of Hajj, joining thousands of pilgrims in this sacred rite. However, rather than returning home, Ibn Battuta felt an even stronger urge to explore the wider Islamic world, driven by an insatiable curiosity. His journey, initially intended as a pilgrimage, had transformed into a lifelong pursuit of knowledge and adventure, spanning continents and cultures. With Mecca behind him, Ibn Battuta ventured into Persia, where he traversed the vast Iranian plateau, reaching the cities of Isfahan and Shiraz. These cities were renowned not only for their stunning beauty, but also for their intellectual vibrancy and rich cultural heritage. In Persia, he immersed himself deeply in the local culture, studying Islamic law and tradition with some of the most renowned scholars of the time. He spent countless hours in libraries and learning centers, absorbing knowledge and engaging in intellectual debates. His travels then took him northward across the rugged Caucasus Mountains to the expansive steppes of southern Russia. Here he encountered the nomadic Turkic tribes, known for their unique way of life and their mastery of horse riding. Returning to the Middle East, he embarked on a daring sea voyage from the ancient ports of Syria, sailing across the Mediterranean to the land of Anatolia. In Konya, he was captivated by the spiritual practices of the whirling dervishes who performed their mesmerizing dances in traditional attire. His journeys then led him to the magnificent city of Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. Here he witnessed firsthand the splendor and cultural richness of this ancient city, with its grand architecture and bustling markets. Throughout his extensive travels, Ibn Battuta displayed a remarkable ability to adapt to different cultures. He learned new languages, participated in local customs, and immersed himself in the daily lives of the people he met, making his journey a truly enriching experience. Ibn Battuta's travels continued eastward, leading him to India, a land that would captivate his imagination for over a decade. He arrived in the Delhi Sultanate, a powerful Muslim empire ruled by Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Impressed by Ibn Battuta's scholarship and piety, the Sultan appointed him as a judge in Delhi, a position he held for several years. During his time in India, Ibn Battuta traveled extensively, visiting the bustling port cities of the Malabar coast, the ancient temples of South India, and the mountainous regions of the Himalayas. He marveled at the architectural wonders of Delhi, the opulence of the Sultan's court, and the diversity of Indian culture. However, his time in India was not without its challenges, as he witnessed firsthand the political intrigues and social tensions that characterized the Sultanate. Shipwrecks and pilgrimage. After leaving India, Ibn Battuta faced a series of perilous sea voyages. He was shipwrecked off the coast of India, losing most of his possessions. Undeterred, he continued his journey, reaching the Maldives, where he served as a judge and even married into the local aristocracy. His travels then took him to Sri Lanka, where he visited the sacred Buddhist temple of the Tooth Relic in Kandy. From Sri Lanka, Ibn Battuta embarked on his second pilgrimage to Mecca, traveling through Southeast Asia and encountering the vibrant trading ports of the Malay archipelago. He visited Sumatra, where he encountered the newly emerging Islamic sultanates, and Java, known for its spices and exotic wildlife. His journeys across the Indian Ocean demonstrated his resilience and adaptability as he navigated treacherous seas and diverse cultures. The Maldive Islands and Southeast Asia. Ibn Battuta's travels in the Maldives provide a fascinating glimpse into the unique culture and history of these islands. He was appointed as a judge and married into a local family, experiencing island life firsthand. His observations on Maldivian customs, language, and social structure offer valuable insights into this often overlooked part of the world. From the Maldives, he continued his journey eastward, reaching the shores of Southeast Asia. He visited the thriving port cities of the Malay Peninsula, witnessing the bustling trade between India, China, and the Indonesian archipelago. His encounters with the diverse cultures and religions of Southeast Asia broadened his understanding of the world and its people. China and the limits of the known world. Ibn Battuta's journey reached its easternmost point in China, where he arrived during the reign of the Yuan dynasty, founded by Kublai Khan. He traveled extensively throughout southern China, visiting the bustling port cities of Quanzhou and Guangzhou, marveling at the technological advancements and cultural sophistication of the Chinese. He described the intricate system of canals, the use of paper money, and the grandeur of the imperial court. However, his experiences in China were not always positive. He was critical of what he perceived as the laxity of Muslims in China, and he found the cultural differences difficult to reconcile with his own worldview. Nevertheless, his descriptions of China provide valuable historical insights into a period of significant cultural exchange between East and West. Return to Morocco and journey's end. After nearly 3 decades of travel, Ibn Battuta decided to return to his homeland. He arrived in Morocco in 1349, having witnessed the diversity and interconnectedness of the Islamic world and beyond. Upon his return, he dictated an account of his extraordinary journeys to a scholar named Ibn Juzai, resulting in the Rihla, a masterpiece of travel literature. However, Ibn Battuta's wanderlust was not yet satiated. In 1352, he embarked on one final journey, traveling across the Sahara Desert to the Mali Empire in West Africa. This final expedition demonstrated his enduring curiosity and his desire to explore the farthest reaches of the known world. A legacy of exploration. Ibn Battuta's Rihla stands as a testament to his insatiable curiosity, his keen observations, and his enduring legacy as one of history's greatest travelers. His journeys not only expanded the geographical knowledge of his time, but also provided invaluable insights into the diverse cultures, religions, and societies that flourished across Afro-Eurasia in the 14th century. His writings have inspired generations of explorers, historians, and armchair travelers, offering a window into a world on the cusp of change. His legacy reminds us of the power of human curiosity to bridge cultural divides, foster understanding, and illuminate the shared history of our planet. Ibn Battuta and Marco Polo, A Tale of Two Travelers. Ibn Battuta and Marco Polo, two iconic travelers from different corners of the world, both embarked on epic journeys that expanded the geographical horizons of their time. While Marco Polo's travels introduced Europeans to the wonders of the Orient, Ibn Battuta's explorations showcased the vastness and interconnectedness of the Islamic world and beyond. However, their approaches to travel differed significantly. Marco Polo's account often reads like a merchant's inventory, focusing on trade routes, commodities, and potential riches. In contrast, Ibn Battuta's Rihla delves deeper into the cultural nuances, religious practices, and social structures of the places he visited. Both travelers left an indelible mark on history, but their legacies resonate differently, reflecting their distinct motivations and perspectives.